over time, metal will discolor, it will patina, it will oxidize. And so your bright, shiny brass cases may start to look tarnished and dull and have these little black spots come up on them, or in some cases, actual corrosion like on them if they're kept in non-climate controlled areas. So it shows up like an actual kind of, it's fuzz on there. But keeping things in a sealed storage container ammo-wise would probably keep a lot of that from happening. It will not stop the discolorization on some of those. The ammo that I was shooting from the 1930s, that the cases were not bright, shiny brass anymore. The copper was dull, and in some cases it was starting to get a little bit of green on it. The fun thing is, though, if you take that and just a polishing cloth, it wipes right off. And then I had like this bullet from the 1930s that looked like it could have been fresh off the line yesterday, and one next to it that had just came out of the sealed ammo container but was dull. They shot just the same.
Right.
They worked.
They worked just the
so, as long as the primer itself, the powder hadn't been wet, and sometimes people will put anti-desiccants, or they will put those color changing, like a litmus type paper, to see how much moisture has been in something. The paper will change color over time depending on, how much moisture has been allowed to get into there. So if you're planning on, you might not use it for several years, you might consider what other ways you can store it. Where you have room to store it. Not everybody has room to have those beautiful. I don't either.
I do not.
I really am. That's why it's
that's why I have some above the dryer.
Wherever it fits. It's wherever it fits.
I'm glad we kind of talked to the loose kind of mad scientist version of storing ammo because we're all humans. I'm glad we spoke to that because that's the real aspect of it. It
is.
But generally speaking, definitely try to, keep it dry, because I remember when my parents moved out of their house that they'd lived in forever, and they bailed, and then there was a lot of just stuff they didn't want left over, and I was tasked with cleaning that out. And I came across a giant bag of 41 Magnum ammo. It was all green and discolored. It almost looked like kind of an old battery. So
they kind of, the metal will corrode.
And I thought, oh, Dad, what did you do with this ammo? I bet it had been sitting in that bag in that part of the garage for
decades. And so I'm not going to say no to bag of ammo like that. I will.
For the record, I do still have it. I haven't tried it. I don't own a 41 Magnum, so I haven't tried it.
We could borrow one.
But it's not in the corner of the garage anymore.
There you go. And once again, all that little corrosion on the outside of that case, that cleans up. And as long as it was sealed and the powder itself inside and that primer was kept dry, which even in a Ziploc baggie, theoretically you should be able to keep everything dry in there. It's not going to be pretty. Heck no, it's not. But
may still work.
It's going to probably still work. Ammo doesn't really expire. I've heard that a lot. Have you ever...
Yeah, I didn't prepare this bit of data in advance, but I did a video on the longevity of ammo. And the Army did a test on it. And in dry conditions around 68 to 72 degrees, I think they said it can go 100 years easy.
Yep.
100 years easy.
And
they put the expiration date, I think, at like 10 years, something like that.
Well, yeah.
10 years, something. But under those conditions, 100 years easy is what they discovered through their whatever they did. Whatever the Army did to figure that out.
They came across some ammo that they're like, oh, well, we thought we used all of this stuff. It's from 1926. Let's try it out. Why not? So, I'll try it. I'm dumb enough to try it, but I think that, yeah, storing it safely and dry, it sticks around a lot longer than you think it is. And from what I have heard, and I don't know where people are getting this information on that side of the counter, your ammo does not expire unless it gets wet. I had a family come in and they go, yeah, here, just take these bullets. I'm like, these are expensive bullets. And they're like, oh, well, they're expired. I bought those last year and they're not good anymore. I need fresh ammo.
Yeah, I could almost promise you if you were wandering around the wilderness and you stumbled across some bullets just laying out in the middle of the wilderness that were good, you'd use them.
Yeah. You'd use them. 22 is the most common things. Yeah. And even
you'd use them.
I can tell you.
Versus, well, it's expired. So.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, I'd be that dumb person to try it. I would. There's going to be somebody in the comments that lights up and goes, you can't do that. Oh, no.
Well, and I brought up the word mad scientist because when I was a science teacher, I was always a mad scientist at heart. Always, always, always. And I got things done quicker. Like, I'd go a little sloppier science, but I would get to a place a lot faster than somebody that's taken their time.
There are multiple ways.
Scientific.
To get to the answer, from point A to point B. Now, some of those ways might take you like 300 miles out of the way before you wind up right there at point B where you wanted. They may not always be the direct route, but they're scenic. They'll get you there.
Well, gosh, Maggie, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll just talk to you next time.
Cool beans.
All
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.